Good morning, guys. My name is Victoria Pavlov. I'm the Photoshop artist. Welcome to my studio. Guys, today I will show to you how you can be creative with basic shapes in Adobe Dimension. Yes, now we have our favorites. We have our basic shapes in Adobe Dimension. I'm super excited. So guys, let's start. First of all, let me to rearrange my chat windows so I can see all your beautiful comments, and I'm ready. Let's rock and roll. I will switch to my desktop camera just like this. And you can see that I have opened already Adobe Dimension, and now what I need to do, I need to create a new document. If I will click on create a new document, Dimension will create a new document based on the last project parameters I was working with. If I will click on open, I will be able to open my previous project I created in Dimension. If I will click on these three dots, I will be able to create my document in custom size. Everything, guys, is up to you. I will click on create new, and voila. Photoshop, Dimension creates a new document for me. On the left side of my screen, you can see that now, guys, we have basic shapes. Yes, last week we talked about text, new text tool, and today we will talk about our basic shapes. Yes, yes, and yes. What I will do, we will first of all, let's talk about what we will be working on today. We will be working on Cupcake. Yes, guys, we will create Cupcake from scratch using only using our basic shapes. It will be very short stream, so let's jump. I will click on this cylinder just like that, and look at this. As usual, Dimension creates basic shape for me and for you as well. On the right side of my screen, you can see all parameters. First of all, what I will do, I will decrease height of my cylinder just like this. I can do a little bit shorter, just like this. Let's see, maybe like this. This will be base of our Cupcake. Now I will click on sphere just like that. Using universal tool, I will move it up a little bit down, and what I need to do, I need to increase a radius just like that, but it's too much for me. What I will do, guys, I will switch to select and scale tool, and I will scale size down and maybe a little bit like this. Why? Because it's part of our Cupcake, and when we bake our Cupcake, we will see that sometimes Cupcake goes outside of this paper thing. Just like this, maybe a little bit smaller. Just like this. And let's see. Yes, I'm happy with this shape. Now I will add another sphere just like this. I will switch to universal tool, and I will bring it up just like this and slightly down. What I need to do right now, guys, I would like to again bring down on top of this shape using select and scale tool. I will scale it down just like this, maybe something like this, and it will be our second layer in our Cupcake. You can add you can create frosting or layer or anything like that. I will switch to my universal tool, and what I will do, I will rotate this shape just like this, and maybe I will, yes, just like this, guys. I like it. It's kind of you know, different. We will add different colors to our Cupcake. And the last shape I will be using today, it will be, I'm sorry for that, it will be our cone. I will click on our cone. I will bring it up just like that. And I will scale down top of our cone, just like that. Now guys, I have frosting. Yes, now I have very beautiful frosting, and maybe I will a little bit. Yes, 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 I'm super happy with this frosting. We are creating something very beautiful, guys. Let's be creative, why not? Just like that. So we have basic. Hi Renee, good morning, how are you? Hi Tiffany, how are you today? And now when we outline our cupcake, we have all our shapes in place. Now we can be more creative with lights, with materials and everything like that. On the top right corner, you can see that we have scene panel with environment, camera, and all our models in. You can click on any model to expand it. So what I will do, first of all, I will click on cylinder, I will expand it. And here guys, we have default material, default 3D model material. I will switch to default dimension materials library. Guys, all these materials are default materials, so you can start using them right now in your personal project or business project, or for your client's project. They are free, you don't need to pay, just go and start using them. We have two types of materials. We have Adobe standard materials and we have substance materials. What is the difference? Adobe standard materials, all materials in this category has universal sliders, universal parameters you can adjust. Substance materials, all these materials are unique. Each material has its own parameters, its own sliders. You can adjust each material in a different way. So let's add material to our bottom of our cupcake. What I will use? Let me use just, I don't know guys, we have so many different materials. You can use any material you like. Example, I don't like this material, maybe I will switch to simple material. Yes, I like this material because it's bottom of our cupcake, it's not too important, but I would like to add a different color to my material. In properties panel, you can see that we have base color icon. If you will click on it, you can change color for your material, or you can exchange it with your image. Today we will use color. You can use eyedropper tool or sample tool to sample color. If you have example background image or image with some subjects, you can use eyedropper tool or sample tool to pick color from your image. For now we don't have any color in our project, so we have freedom of to use any color we want, and I will use yellow color, just like that. Also guys, we can change parameters of our material. I like material as it is. I will just change metallic slider to 5%, just like this. And I will be back to scene panel. Now, I will highlight our first sphere. Remember guys, we used two spheres. And I will add another material. Guys, as I mentioned before, I'm big fan of substance materials. But because we are working on a cupcake 3D model, I want to have my cupcake in a more smooth way, so I will add more smooth material without a lot of texture and everything like that. Let's see. Let's see if I will like this material. Oh yes, crack materials, cracky material. So I like it. Why? Because look at this. We have all this texture in our material, but not a lot. It's like cupcake based. And again, we can change color. I will click on color icon and I will change color for light pink color, just like that. And again, you can change parameters for your material. Remember guys, I was mentioned that substance material, each material has a unique set of you can apply different parameters to each material. Example, in this material you can add age to your material, so it will be more in plain language, younger or older. And I will move my slider somewhere in the middle. Why? Because right now I have all texture still preserved, but not too obvious, not too screaming, oh, I have a texture. Also, you can change technical parameters. I like it as it is. I will not touch anything except age slider. Now, I will click on another sphere and maybe I will add same material, but guys, I will change color for a little bit darker shade of same color. And I don't know if you notice, but Dimension remembers all colors you used in a current project. So I used this pink color. I click on it, but I would like to use darker shade. So I will slightly move color picker down, just like that. And voila, this is our cupcake. Now, let's talk about frosting. I will highlight my cone model and definitely will need to add smooth material. I will click on matte just like this and I will change to white color, simple white color with a little bit, slightly, you know what, white material color, but with sprinkle of pink color, just like this. And guys, believe or not, this is our cupcake. What you can change, you can add a logo to your cupcake. Example, if you will switch to images library, here we have a lot of images we can use. I will click on this dots material and not material image, and I will add it to my cupcake. But look at this Dimension telling me that if I want to add this image, I need to convert my cylinder to standard model, and I will do this simply clicking on convert to standard model icon in action session, just like that. And now I can and now I can add polka dots to my cupcake, just like that. And here guys, in properties panel, I have two options. I can apply it like decal or a fill. I will click fill and look at this. And again guys, you can change parameters of your image in the way you like. Everything is up to you. It's Thank you, Tiffany. So let's talk about our lights and background. Guys, again, you can use default images, any image from default images or library. It's up to you. Today I will use just color. I will switch back to scene panel. I will click on environment. And here guys, in properties panel, we have background workspace. I will click on plus icon and I will use color for today. And again guys, you can use any color we used in our cupcake. Example, maybe this color or yellow color, something very happy. We can do this as well. and maybe a little bit darker. Let's see. Yes. And now let's talk about our lighting. We can change global lighting. We can change global intensity or a global rotation. What we are doing, we are changing our light globally. If you would like to add some specific light, click on light library. Again, guys, all these lights are free. They're default default lights in Dimension. You can use anything you like. Example, I will use Studio Warm Key light because look at this. Now we have our cupcake in with more warm colors, and again we can change intensity of our light and we can change a rotation. It's up to you. I will move somewhere like this. Now, if I will click on camera, guys, here we have focus feature. Right now I have only one subject, so I will be not using this feature, but I did show how you can use it in our previous stream. So if you will enable this, you will be able to set your focus point. Example, if I have 2 cupcakes on background and 1 cupcake in front, I would like to make my front cupcake in focus, or 2 cupcakes on background in focus, or in our example, I would like to, if example my background will have a lot of details, I would like to smooth it out to create a depth of field. So I will use my focus point to blur out my background and make my cupcake in focus. But we will not do it today. Now I will switch to orbit tool and I can move my cupcake in a way I like. I forgot. If I will click on environment light guide, guys, you also can change shadow opacity, reflection opacity, and reflection roughness. Everything is up to you guys. Do whatever you like. And now I will click on quick render preview. I will give Dimension a few seconds to analyze my image and look at this. Dimension creates reflection and everything. Guys, this is beautiful. And this is basically what I wanted to share with you today. If you would like to, if you are happy with your project, if you will say, yes, this is what I wanted, this is exactly what I wanted, or my client was asking for, just click on render and you will be able to render your project. If you would like to share your project with your client, click on share icon and you will be able to publish 3D scene and share URL link with your client, and client will be able to preview your 3D scene in real time. And again, we talked about this in our previous streams. So guys, let me switch. This is what I wanted to share with you today. As you can see, thank you Renee. Thank you, Tiffany. As you can see, we can be awesomely creative using basic shapes in Dimension. I love Dimension, using Dimension all the time. I cannot imagine my art life without a Dimension. And next week, we will talk about something very unique. Oh, I forgot, guys. I forgot. Let me switch back. So now I'm happy with, and you happy with your cupcake, but we would like to add a little bit more art details. I will switch to my libraries and Creative Cloud libraries. And here, guys, in Creative Cloud libraries, I have a lot of 3D objects I downloaded for free from Adobe Stock. And again, we talked about this before, and I did show to you how you can download all these amazing objects for free. And here I have butterflies. I will click on my butterflies just like that. Look at this. Using my universal tool, I will bring them up. I will rotate them. I will scale size down, and maybe I will rotate them in different way, and I will bring them down. You know what? Maybe. Yes, just like this. And let me move. And maybe I will rotate more. Yes, 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 just like this. And now look at our cupcake right now. We have a little bit more art details we can use in our dimension project. Look at this. Now we have something very special with butterflies. And again, I downloaded all my 3D object from this library for free from Adobe stock. Just go and download. They still, you can do it still. Don't miss this opportunity. Just download and use them in your creative workflow. My pleasure. And this is all what I wanted to share with you today. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for all your support. I appreciate it very much. Again, if you want me to stream about something specific, just let me know. I will be more than happy to do it for you. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Just ask and create. Just go and create something. Create today, tomorrow, and every day. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we will talk about compositing in Adobe Photoshop on mobile. We will be using Adobe Photoshop on iPad to create something very awesome. Thank you, guys. Happy Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.